Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, where we're now at a point in which we've completed all of the loyalty missions that are available. There's definitely going to be more loyalty missions come time once I've recruited the next few team members. Once I pick up Tali, Justicar, the Assassin. So there's going to be 3 more loyalty missions just from them, and then 1 more loyalty mission from Legion once he gets picked up after acquiring the Reaper IFF. But for now, we still also have side missions to do too. For today, though, let us investigate some side missions, such as this Quarian crash site. Like, we still are going to have bigger fish to fry. Most specifically, the DLC, which directly connects to Mass Effect 3. It's the event which essentially causes Shepard to become an enemy to the Batarians, I think. Now Jacob has his new outfit. But it's the event that causes Shepard to become an enemy to the Batarians, as well as removed from her duties at the beginning of Mass Effect 3, which is something I'm not a big fan of. I know BioWare doesn't mind the idea of introducing major plot points in their DLC.
I am detecting a single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
For instance, like Dragon Age Inquisition. I have not played any of the Dragon Age DLC. We managed to escape the Geth's notice thanks to some clever work in silencing Cyanide's engine, but the strain on the old ship was too much. The best we can hope for is to find a friendly spot somewhere in the Shield system. Our reports show that isn't extremely likely. We were nervous scouting this close to the Perseus Veil, and we were right to be. At this point, I'm afraid we might never see the fleet again. With everything the Syniad has been through, it seems like an ignoble end. The landing was rough, but we managed to salvage from the wreckage the things we need to survive. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Commander Gorlots didn't make it, leaving me the senior officer in charge. We've scouted the landscape and found the planet to be extremely hostile. We don't dare remove our environment suits here. We're all hoping to be rescued before there's any danger of exposure. I don't know who or what is taking them, but we've now lost more than half the crew who survived the crash. We hoped to build a camp here to survive until the Edena found our beacon, but something is hunting us. I have to keep the crew together the best I can. We will send out a search party when the day comes. I will find my crew, and we will do whatever it takes to return to the Edena. So yeah, I haven't played any of the Dragon Age DLC, and that's something something that's worth noting, because the villain of Dragon Age Inquisition was introduced in, or at least I'm told he was introduced in prior DLC. So when he shows up in Inquisition, I'm like, alright, who is this guy? Why, hello, Forzan Vas Edena?
Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Oh. From what direction? No, I will not aim my weapon. I will fire from the hip. Nothing can stop the blob. No, the Quarian got hit by something. Hit. Okay, let's try that again. It would be nice if my helpers did some fighting, because it doesn't seem like they're doing much. So I will move them towards the arena instead of having them sit back. Yes, I'm pinning all of the blame on the two helpers with me, and not on myself, or the fact that this Quarian only can take 3 hits.
Moving to cover.
Like, this Quarian is basically a boss in a Mario game. Yep. Holy crap.
Run while you can.
Try not to blow me up, too. Why, thank you very much.
You're done.
Okay. I think this positioning is definitely going to work out better.
I'll destroy you.
Actually, oh, there goes that explosive.
Drop. Yeah.
And one more shot.
Oh, you were like
Alright, let's switch over. Let's switch over to, yeah, I guess let's switch to the Locust.
on the left.
You know, this would be a little bit more exciting if there was a little bit of music instead of absolute silence, but... ah.
Time to go.
Are you sure there isn't more stuff? There probably isn't more stuff.
Coordinates received. Medina inbound for pickup. You've done us a great service. Expect to hear from the captain.
Found an extracted Quarian survivor. Notified Adena of Syniad scout ship location. Alright. See, this is, I think, the reason why, like, Mass Effect 3's mission structure works a lot better, especially in retrospect. Like, with Mass Effect 3 isn't as open, exploration-wise, but it just has a lot of these side missions and main missions, as opposed to Mass Effect 1, which has all of that driving, which just kind of adds to the time. Or Mass Effect 2, which has all of that planet scanning, which just adds to the time. It's not really a meaningful addition.
Received a new message at your private terminal.
Please accept my sincere appreciation for your efforts. Oh, from Captain Isinmal Vas Adena. Please accept my sincere appreciation for your efforts in locating the wreckage of the Syniad. That ship has a storied histories with both the migrant fleet and Cerberus, and we are pleased to know that her wreckage can be salvaged by my people. In finding and stabilizing Lieutenant Forzen, you have returned to the flotilla one of her newest and most honored heroes. Your efforts in furthering the Quarian search for our new homeworld will be remembered. From Leslie. I am Leslie. I was on Aya. The food made me sick. The doctors are helping me now. The one doctor knows Jacob. He says he can tell you this. He could write this for me, but I want to do it. I need to use my own words. My words are coming back. I can talk well. Reading is hard, but I'm getting better. I have to get better. Taylor wanted me like this. He wanted my words gone. I have to show him that he lost. I am not weak. He did things to me and he can't now. He can't take away my words. He can't make me not me anymore. Because you and Jacob stopped him. You're welcome, Leslie. Over on the Normandy, we try our best. Alright, now let's go and reactivate a magnetic shield. Which is not on the planet, it is on the moon. There we go. Planetary scans indicate that the Sinmara colony is vulnerable to the sun's hazardous solar flares. Thusly, the need to reactivate its magnetic shield. And I suppose that's the question that is generally going to be asked if we intend to leave this planet. If we intend to go into the stars, there's going to have to be means of protecting civilization on planets that are not hospitable to human life. The entire idea of colonizing Mars is based on the idea of advancing civilization onto a planet that is not hospitable to human life. Also, the fact that I don't have my team members for this one. Makes me consider the idea that that there will be no combat here. Alright, so we got resistor, gates, ground, and closed captioning. Okay. Control switch, cooling unit. How about, let's activate the cooling unit. No? Okay, let's go to the shield control. Okay, let's go to the shield generator. Generator is overheating. Let's go to the cooling unit. Oh, hold on. Now I got it. Oh, because the generator is technically offline. Okay, so let us turn the generator online. It's a little bit of a puzzle. Not that much of a puzzle. Let's see. Close captioning. Ground. Gate. Resistor. Okay. Is that it? And if that's it, there's really not that much going on in this mission. Which makes me wonder, like, why they even bothered. Or maybe, like, even just having the presence of this mission is less important as, like, something that's meaningful for the player to do, and more towards building the, like, just giving the player something to do that's different. Add variety to just landing somewhere and shooting somewhere. Restored magnetic shield, keeping Samara colonies safe from catastrophic solar activity. Credit reward transferred from Sinmara colonists. A whole 7,500 bucks. I suppose for the amount of time I spent there. But I guess that also raises the question that I think of when I'm thinking about the video game Heavy Rain, or Beyond Two Souls. Specifically, like in Heavy Rain, there's the scene where the detective goes to this house to interview people who have been victims of the origami killer, and he ends up having you end up having to take care of a baby, and it's like, why am I doing this in this game? Because the developer wants you to do something. Why is the main character of Beyond Two Souls having a weird punk phase? Because the developer wants you to do something in that. Like, there is no, like, character development stage. There must always be conflict. So having that kind of stage where you're just doing your job, you're just protecting the people without having to fight or destroy something, itself is meaningful. Also, heavy mech is meaningful to the building of the lore of the game, as well as the adventures of Shepard herself, even if they are not particularly exciting. Let's take the DLC crew, the Day 1 DLC crew. I think they were Day 1 DLC. It's been a while since Day 1. It was a foggy planet, a green planet, a bug planet.
I am detecting a large supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
Oh. And I find power cells, and I use the power cells to turn on the heavy mechs, and the heavy mechs excavate. I paid Herod good money for this useless heap of signal error detected serious caches of resources here on this planet, but alright, I said, sure, the thing leaks fuel like a Volus after a mug of Rhine call, but I can deal with that. So I took off and laid out a trail of power cells leading from where I unloaded the mech to bad package, please restart, so I could at least get the thing moving. And now illegal fault detective won't even move. Damn that swindling Elcor. Piece of shit. Okay. Oh, hello. Feed fuel pods to the mech. So basically, it's kind of like, it's kind of like, Donkey Kong Country, when you're on that moving platform that requires fuel, and you're constantly gathering fuel in order for the platform to stay activated. Except, in this game, you don't have to worry about death. You just wait for the mech to reach the end of its fuel life, which is very short. Because you can't insert the mech the power until the mech is down. And then keep going. Truly, there is no risk. And great reward? Oh, oh. Haha. Take that. Varen. And there's probably a power cell over here. Of course there is. That's how they get you. They distribute the power cells willy-nilly across the landscape. for no particular rhyme or reason. And there's probably going to be one more power cell, if I was going to guess. Yeah. It's right here, out in the open. You know, it's good. It's nice that the game is giving me these side missions to do. But I wonder whether there was a possibility that it could have received more attention to develop them further. And I think that's the main reason why... like, it felt like the other side mission in which you're activating the shield also felt empty. And that's the thing with video game design, is, like, you can't just say, you know, if we did do this feature, this other feature would be improved. You can't just say if you removed assets from the development of planet scanning, that would mean that this mech level would be more interesting or meaningful. He's not even shooting at the wall. And his guns have exploded. Ah, sweet, sweet resources. Recovered buried cache resources. Why am I our mech unsalvageable? And then we also have one more side quest we can complete. On Ilium. Specifically, we have some consoles to find and hack. And then we have two applicants to acquire to join our crew.
Listen, I know the data is bound to the corrosive air.
But that is going to have to wait until another time. In the meantime, let's see if we can find these actual computers. Oh, here we go. Hack the terminal. There we go. And then we have a few on the top, white line. And orange on the top right, purple. There we go. Is it this? No. Excellent.
Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength.
Ooh, I can buy a fish. So let's buy a tragic paddlefish, an Alliance cruiser, a Kodiak shuttle, and a Vasca class freighter.
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
Is that Krogan bothering you?
No, you don't need to hurt him or anything. He's harmless. Which, I know, Krogan, so it's hard to believe. His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break.
We're
And
on
he's
a
trying to
break.
show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
So why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent...
Also, that's something to realize if you're trying to have
It's not
kids
like
with an
dating a
Asari.
human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense. It made me wonder if he really likes me, or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know, because of the genophage.
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, not only would the kids be sorry, but essentially, she'd essentially have this kid who lives like 1,000 years.
Quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
Aww.
It doesn't seem common for a Sari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know?
Oh,
And you get your
yeah.
tattoo
That
removed,
definitely
your
happens to
scalp
everybody.
go back to its natural blue and settle down with someone dependable.
Unembraced and grapple in the
You need to
glorious
talk to your
struggle
boyfriend.
that
He's
is
just gonna keep
us,
shouting poetry
here
until you do.
and now.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
With love.
Mm, you should take him
Look at him,
back.
He's obviously crazy about
And
you.
if you say you love
I
him,
mean, what if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
okay, that is
I
a
guess I
strong
hadn't
piece
thought
of
about it like
advice.
that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
Aw, I already spent the money at your terminal. Your discount is useless. Alright.
Sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Ooh. Some machine gun damage. Wow. Oh, okay. That's not going to cost that much.
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed.
Now, was that the only...
Causes permanent neural scarring? No, I haven't had any luck
Oh,
yet.
hold on.
She insists it was legal.
Shyala.
I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor.
Ooh, star chart. Oh no, not star charts. This means more planet scanning. Why did I have to buy all of these star charts? Okay, so there is more hacking that I have to do for Liara. But for now, let's talk to Officer Dara.
Can I help you with something? I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem? Or did she kill somebody already?
Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Ilium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing
She's
to
especially
fear, and a
dangerous if you
Justicar would
try
die
to
without
have sex with
hesitation
her.
to protect the innocent. But
That
the
is an
code
actual
orders
plot
them to
point
stop
in case you haven't
lawbreakers
played this
with
game.
lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
Because,
Sorry, none of us questions it.
yep,
But if she killed a human,
it becomes
do you
a
think the Alliance
international,
would understand her actions and
interplanetary
respect her
incident.
authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
And who
Spectres are
governs
outside the
them?
Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor.
So they have no
Represent
boss,
their
but their
code,
own
a
moral
code.
ideology.
It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck with the Justicar. Try not to piss her off.
I'll try to hold back.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala. We met on Pharos during the Geth attack.
Oh yeah, I remember it as if it was a
Pharaoh
Let's Play that
created
occurred
creature as a
several
slave,
months ago,
and you killed
or so.
it and saved me. I promised to help Zeus Hope recover. I'm actually here on Ilium for just that purpose.
How is it?
Who's Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
That's probably for the best, actually.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again, or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zeus Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Ilium will seem mundane by comparison.
Is there something I can do to help?
I'd appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic abilities, and I prefer...
Which means that everybody's disagreeing with her and she's ready to throw
as a
punches.
result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
Tell me more about the contract you signed for these scans.
You know, they did mention that people on Ilium sometimes have terrible contracts.
They offered to perform medical scans and deliver treatment for next to nothing. I should have known it was too good to be true, but we were desperate. In the fine print, we apparently agreed to let them perform invasive follow-up procedures if they deem it valuable, which they have.
Can they actually force these procedures on you?
No. But they can declare us in breach of contract, which means we're responsible for the full price we would have paid normally.
Okay.
Hope just got back on its feet. There's no way we can afford that, Shepard.
Wait a minute, Shiala. You were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
I would also be
What kind of health problems
disconcerted
do the
by
colonists have?
such.
Headaches or muscle spasms similar to what they experienced while under Thorian control. Sometimes the colonists near another former Thorian victim shared sensations like heat or pain. It has to be a result of trace amounts of the Thorian's parasitic spores. You can see why we'd want it studied and cured.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
Alright. So I came here to do some hacking, but let's see if I can help out the people of Zeus Hope again.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Pharos signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Why are you so angry?
With humans.
Not just humans, it's all of you. The Solarians and Turians are no better. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
You really think this is legal? Maybe Ilium's contract analyst should look it over.
You ignorant yokel. I was negotiating contracts when your ancestors were still burning witches and enslaving each other. I haven't lost a contract dispute in 70 years. Try me.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians. Or my daughters.
Oh my
who died during
gosh.
the Geth attack on the Citadel. One worked in the embassy. The other was a greeter for the consort.
So basically, she's horribly racist against everybody else.
I'm not speaking
and
in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
Alright. If you're not going to care, I'm going to make you care. Tell me about your family.
Homeworld.
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I didn't...
That's when you use her emotional connection and make her realize that you should probably be a better person. That was an awkward series of cuts.
I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Especially the fact that you've essentially been exploiting the victims of the death, of the people who caused the deaths of your
Did
family.
you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinya, though. I feel like I need a shower.
What do you expect? She's a pureblood. They're all like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna let these purchases cycle through. That way they don't keep showing up on the screen every single time I stop talking to somebody. The fish, who are now being taken care of by, not Cement Kelly.
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
Only with death.
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala. Not everyone does.
You're right. You gave us a chance by saving the colony. I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can.
As long as you don't end up too green with envy. But
you're not doing whatever you do.
Was that an offer to bang? I think that was an offer to bang. Oh, hack terminal. There's that one, purple on the bottom, and white at the top, and there we go.
You know Arinya won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like blood into her religion.
I heard she lost her daughters when the Geth attacked the Citadel.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with before that.
Yay!
She's the last of a dying breed. Won't be many pure-blood Asari left in a few generations. You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract?
These are the Terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and even attacks and
Okay, so there might be one more. At least one more system node out there. Let's see if we can find it.
What about
Oh,
you?
there it is.
Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? Every Asari
There we go.
will use them, right?
Let's see, space at the top, and then blue,
Say so.
and then white line. There we go.
It's just, we're looking for weapons.
Hey, I'm 60 years old and finally out of my parents' house. I don't know. That still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required. Who reads
There we go.
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father. Wow.
Then come to the Fish Dog Food Shack.
Alright, Liara, what have you got to say for me
Good to see you again.
helping you out on this side
Thank
mission?
you for getting me that system data. Here, it's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents.
Are you on the run from the Shadow Broker? I can help you.
Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on the run from me. We crossed paths not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down. With this data, I'm a step closer.
You can't come with me because you're after the Shadow Broker? What if I help you find him?
I'm sorry, Shepard. The galaxy doesn't work that way. I need to find leads, trace information. I need to work. I can't do that on the Normandy. I wish I could.
Let me
You
know
do
if
sound a
there's
little
anything.
obsessed. I'm not gonna argue with that.
I will. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Coming up later today, we release our annual list of Ilium's 10 richest people. Are the heavens still bright Asari blue, or have the Bolus finally rolled to the top? And don't miss our look at the fashion faux pas and the cars held last week. All this and more on
Asari building structure resembles hive. Tall buildings filled with drones. Curious social dynamic. Many queens competing for hive leadership. Odd feelings around Asari. Unfamiliar. Reminders of old fertility contract negotiations.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.